As ICAZ president, I'm honored to welcome you to the official launch of the two transformative qualifications in our profession. The Accounting Technician Zimbabwe, ICAZ, and the General Accountant Zimbabwe, ICAZ. Today we are just not launching qualifications, we are launching the future. The designations marks a bold step forward in our mission to make accounting education more inclusive, practical, aligned with the evolving demands of the workplace. Both qualifications are structured in an apprenticeship style, fully integrating vocational elements into the learning journey. Students will not only gain the theoretical aspects or knowledge of the qualification, but will also have hands-on and work integrated training that reflects the realities of today's profession. The ICAZ is the gateway for new entrants. ICAZ is designed for school leavers, diploma holders, career switchers. Over 2 years, students would engage in a blend of classroom learning as well as structured workplace training. They will develop practical skills in bookkeeping, taxation, financial reporting, preparing them for such roles as accounts assistants, audit trainees, tax assistants, trainee accountants. Whether you are studying full-time, part-time, online, ICAZ students learn by doing, making them immediately valuable in the job market. The qualification is a launchpad into the profession. ICAZ. It's a step forward for professionals. It is aimed at professionals who are seeking to advance their career. It builds on existing experience and academic foundations, introducing advanced competencies in financial accounting, management accounting, taxation, auditing, and law. Through recognition of prior experience, work professionals can fast-track their progress. ICAZ graduates are prepared for senior roles such as financial controller, senior accountants, tax consultants, making the qualification a powerful tool for career growth. These qualifications are more than academic milestones. They are tools for empowerment. Graduates emerge workplace ready, equipped with the skills, experience, and the confidence to contribute meaningfully from day one. Aligned with the Zimbabwe National Qualification Framework and benchmarked against international standards, these qualifications are both locally relevant and globally recognized. They support national goals for skills development, formalization of the economy, and investor confidence. Most importantly, they send a clear message that every Zimbabwean with the drive to succeed in accounting and finance has a structured and recognized path to do so. These qualifications in themselves are not endpoints, they are stepping stones. For those who complete ICAZ and wish to continue with their journey, there is a clear pathway to achieving the Chartered Accountants Zimbabwe qualification. This ensures that talent and ambitions are nurtured through every stage of professional development. Since 1918, ICAZ has upheld the highest standard in accounting. With over 3,000 chartered accountants today, our legacy is strong, but our future is much stronger. These new designations reflect our commitment to evolving with the times and meeting the needs of a changing profession. This achievement is a result of a lot of collaboration. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to Chartered Accountants Academy for their innovation in learning and delivery, which has contributed to the development of these qualifications. To the employers who support work-based training, to the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education for ensuring alignment with national standards, to the PAAB for their rigorous review and approval of the qualification. A call to action. I am now appealing to all youths and anyone who is willing to learn, who thinks it's not time to call it quits, to seize the opportunity. These qualifications are your bridge to a brighter future. To employers, partner with us to shape the next generation of accounting leaders. To educators and community leaders, spread the word. You may change someone's life. Enrollments for 2025 intake are now open. Let me be clear, we are not lowering the bar. We are widening the bridge. We are creating structured, recognized, and empowering pathways to professional excellence, including the prestigious Chartered Accountants designation. Let us move forward together, equipping, empowering, and elevating Zimbabwe's accounting profession to new heights. Thank you. May we all rise to meet this new opportunity. Thank you.
As I start, all protocols observed, because I know the previous speakers have alluded to the same. So as we gather here today, it's quite an honor and privilege to stand before you, and I would want to express a deep appreciation to ICAZ for leading this transformative initiative. I know for the Secretariat it was not easy to sell this idea internally, but there are some hardcore members that felt that we are now diluting the profession. But I like what the President said, we are widening access and not lowering the bars. And I'd also want to thank the Ministry for gracing this occasion, because I believe it also, what ICAZ is doing today speaks to the government's agenda around Education 5.0, because the technician qualification, the general accountant qualifications, leverage so much on vocational education, work-based learning, and I believe that speaks to Education 5.0. So as CAA, we are embracing this responsibility that is placed upon us by the institutes. And our goal will be to go beyond academic instruction for the students, but we want to assist the institutes in developing capable, ethical, and work-ready professionals who are going to be equipped to contribute meaningfully to both business and society. And beyond just providing tuition, we believe these designations are a career launchpad for all those that are going to enroll in the program. So through our CA placement solutions, we'll strive to link with employers with work-ready candidates prepared to contribute from day one. So for the industry leaders here today, please, we are saying, partner us where you are seeking to fill accounting roles. Together, we can strengthen the bridge between education and employment. And for the applicants or prospective students for these programs here and the families, I would say these programs affirm that your ambitions are valid and your journey is just beginning. You are not alone, and the CAA, we are here to work with you every step of the way. And for the parents and guardians who have or intend to support the ATZ and GAZ learners, your commitment and sacrifice are investment in the future of this nation. And as I conclude, I would want to say Today's launch is not just about the 2 new qualifications, but rather it is a declaration that Zimbabwe's accounting profession is evolving, becoming more inclusive, more practical, and more aligned with our socio-economic needs. And with collaboration from all corners represented here today, we can ensure that this vision translates into lasting outcomes, not just for the Institute, but the society at large. And as CAA, we are here to help in the process. Our doors are open, the future is arrived. And it begins with those who dare to take the first step. I thank you.
It is my honor to stand before you today representing the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education, Innovation, Science, Technology Development. As we mark the official launch of the mid-tier designation program by the Institute Chartered Accountant of Zimbabwe, let me begin by extending the Ministry's sincere congratulations to ICAZ for this bold, timely, and forward-thinking initiative. As the Ministry, we are happy to support this launch. It is a welcome development that speaks directly to the national imperative of building a competent, relevant, employable workforce starting from our school levels. We should know that education must lead to opportunity. In Zimbabwe, we can no longer afford an education system that simply ends up with a certificate. Our learners, especially those completing O and A level, must transition into structured pathways that lead to livelihood. The Ministry's current strategic direction is anchored on the principle that education must be inclusive, skills-oriented, and connected with the realities of the community. The new curriculum we are implementing underscores technical and vocational education and training, TVET, career guidance, and practical entrepreneurship. The ICAZ mid-tier qualification program offering both the Accounting Technician Zimbabwe and the General Accountant Zimbabwe designations fits squarely within this policy and our philosophy of Education 5.0. By opening the accounting profession to school level and offering a progressive pathway to professional recognition, this program must answer a critical gap in the education to employment pipeline. I must say, professionalization is not a luxury, it's a necessity. We cannot talk about regional development without speaking about professional standards. Zimbabwe's transformation will depend not just on having more workers, but on having more capable, ethical, and qualified professionals. Professionalization is what separates guesswork from good governance. It is what ensures accountability in both the private and public sectors. And it starts with training and recognition from credible bodies like ICAZ. By formalizing career pathway for aspiring accountants, even before they reach university, ICAZ is helping to lift the floor beneath the profession. This is something the ministry fully endorses. In closing, we see this program as a real opportunity to bridge between education and labor market. We encourage young Zimbabweans, especially school leavers, who may not have immediate access to university, to take this seriously. And we call upon other professional bodies to take a page from ICAZ's book, Think Inclusively, Act Early, and help us create structured futures for our youth. Once again, congratulations to ICAZ for this initiative. The ministry looks forward to continued collaboration as we push the boundaries of what is possible for education in Zimbabwe. I thank you.
Before I get into my brief, I would like to acknowledge all the protocols as read before, so I will not go one by one, but I will just observe. And in that case, I will not leave anyone. So if I leave anyone, please forgive me. But now I have defied all odds. I think you understand what I mean. I have defied all odds because when you look at me, you will probably look at a parent, not a student. But I am a common member of the set. I am both a parent and I am a student. My son is in the final 10 months of the ICAZ qualification. Now, after seeing him through, I was also in the accounting profession. I've got more than 20 years of accounting experience and the other accounting qualifications. But what is outstanding about this particular qualification is what took me out of my hibernation. Now, other accounting qualifications are equally very good. We don't want to take away anything from them. But when there's something that is outstanding, it is equally important for us to acknowledge, because it does not just come on its own. Several hours of hard work were invested. A lot of time divested from other things was also used to come up with this particular noble thing. This qualification might not mean a lot of things to parents because it's still new, or to other students because it's still new. But because I've said I've got more than 20 years accounting experience, it means I've gone through a lot in the accounting profession. And I'm a testimonial to say there are certain gaps that were available. Now, these gaps is what I have noted, and I acknowledge that the ICAZ, which I'm on the road for, will address. In my second employment, I was employed by one person, which I shall not mention. Is a very big industrial player. But he used to call himself a prodigal son. And I didn't understand why he was calling himself a prodigal son until maybe I was 5 years into his employment. Now, one day when we went on holiday, he told me, do you know why they call me I call myself the prodigal son? I said, maybe your behavior. He said, it's not my behavior. It's because I failed the final examination of the Chartered Accounting Institute, so I couldn't become a CA. And the institute didn't do anything about me, so I became a prodigal son. So what the institute has done is probably to answer to that shortcoming. He had gone through maybe 23 years of training, but failed the last examination, and then he walked away empty-handed because there were no other qualifications to show his progress, which ICAZ and ATA has addressed now. He was very good with his figures. He was very, very good. I can even say most practicing members are not as good. He is very good. He is very good. But he has nothing to show for it. Now, this qualification, the way it's structured, to say after 4-6 months of education, you get certified. And the certificate clearly indicates which competencies you have. That's very good. Because employers would not just want to employ people whose capacity they don't know about, which they will be surprised to see that they thought is competent in A, B, C, but is not. So what happens next? They employ someone else, probably with the shortcomings, same shortcomings again. So these qualifications, the ATA and AGZ, address this problem. Say, for instance, one person goes through the AGA first level, the competencies are clearly defined. Second level, the competencies are clearly defined. The third level, the competencies are clearly defined. And when you go to AGZA, the competencies are clearly defined. You don't need to tell your employer that I'm able to do A, B, C, D. If they know what the qualifications means, they know what your capacity is. And that's very good. You don't need to convince people. The qualification must speak for you. That's a very big plus for the institute and other stakeholders involved in it.
When they say our programs are difficult, because they are designed for you to be functional the day you actually get into work. We don't teach accounting, we teach applied accounting. And what was missing was to share that knowledge with those who were not in the CA program. And today I'm proud to be the CEO who is actually overseeing the launch of the mid-tier designation. We also want to change the way our industry looks at graduate technicians. You take in a finance graduate, throw them in accounting department, do not monitor what they do not measure competencies. After 2 years, they then are called an accountant. We are coming and saying to those employers, come onto our program. Then we can monitor and certify that that person is competent. And it is important. And the other thing which I also wanted to just say is, it is also important for our country. There was a study which was done by ACCA in Africa, which showed a relationship between GDP growth and the professional accountants per capita. So countries which had more professional accountants per capita actually had a higher growth. So we are now saying maybe it is now our time to increase the professional accountants in our country so that they can influence industry, they can influence entrepreneurs so that the business can grow. And these accounting designations are going to help us do that. Lastly, I want to just thank everyone for coming, particularly our guests from the ministry. We work together very well.